Welcome into Flame Central. We have a full show for you today, and we're excited to bring it to you. As always, alongside Emily Austin, I'm Matt Warner.
Here in a bit, we'll spend some time at practice with new Liberty football defensive coordinator, but we begin the show on the diamond with a red-hot Flames baseball team.
Yeah, Liberty coming off a sweep on the road at Western Kentucky this past weekend. The win streak at 7 straight for the Flames, and they would stay on the road as they tried to make it 8 in a row as they took on in-state foe Virginia Tech. Now, I'll be honest, this one did not look good early on for the Flames. A Willie Hurt first inning, 2 RBI single sparked a 3-run frame for the Hokies. They would lead 3-1 all the way until the 4th. Oh no, is it going the wrong way for Liberty? No, that's when they would unleash the fury. A 6-run 4th inning put the Hokies in their place. Liberty would then add 3 more in the 5th to pull away in this ballgame. Tanner Marsh was 3 for 4 with 3 RBIs. More from him in just a bit. Nick Barone drove in 4 runs for a second straight game. And Liberty rolls to an 11-4 win, extending their win streak to 8 straight. Flames are now 23-9 on the year.
The Flames are red hot right now, and Liberty's ace Ben Blair has been a big reason why. He sets the tone for the weekend series, and because of his stellar play on the mound, Liberty sits tied for second place in the Conference USA standings. He's been so good this season that sometimes words just can't describe it, so we'll let his numbers do all the talking. Ben Blair. If you don't know the name, you will soon, and you won't forget it.
Got him swinging. 12 punch-outs for Ben Blair, and he has been dominant.
He's Liberty's ace, and he shines the brightest under Friday night lights. With a fastball that touches the upper 90s and a devastating slider, his draft stock continues to climb each time he takes the mound.
2-2, right down the middle. Ben Blair has his 9th strikeout.
The right-handed pitcher owns a 1.46 ERA, 67 strikeouts, and just 5 walks on the season. That strikeout-to-walk ratio ranks 5th in the nation.
How about Ben Blair?
He also sits 10th in the nation in strikeouts.
Ben Blair, again, he retires a batter with a strikeout. Blair is on a mission.
And when he's not striking batters out, he's robbing hits from them.
Play squaring to Bond, popping it up, running in, laying out and making the grab is Blair. Don't tell me pitchers aren't athletes.
All that adds up to Blair being second in the country in WHIP. The Gretna, Virginia native is posting a 5-1 record over 49 innings while holding opponents to a 164 batting average. Blair was named the Conference USA Preseason Pitcher of the Year, so he's not only meeting those expectations, he's exceeding them because the junior has already been selected as the CUSA Pitcher of the Week 3 times, and that was before the calendar even flipped to April. He's also listed on the 2026 National Pitcher of the Year Award watch list. Bottom line, you need to come see him pitch in person. One of the nation's top prospects takes the mound in a huge game against CUSA leader Jacksonville State this Friday. First pitch, 6 o'clock. As I just mentioned, a big-time series for Liberty this weekend hosting Jack State. The Gamecocks are a perfect 12-0 in conference play, plus they just took down a ranked Auburn team. Anyway, it all starts with a pitching brawl between 2 of the nation's best arms, Ben Blair and Jack State's Eli Pillsbury. Like I said, Game 1 is set for Friday night at 6 o'clock, followed by Saturday's game at 3, and Sunday's matchup starts at 1. The 3-game set is going to be a great battle, so Flames Nation, the weather looks picture perfect all weekend. Get it, Matt?
I got it.
Come out and support your Flames at Worthington Field.
Yeah, this is an exciting time for Liberty baseball despite the jokes. And with that in mind, we invited shortstop Tanner Marsh to be our guest this week on the Flame Central podcast presented by Ortho Virginia. We talked on-base celebrations, unique personalities on the team, and also comebacks, something this squad has had a knack for in recent weeks. Everyone always says, oh, we're never out of it, blah, blah, blah. But to actually have done it What kind of different level of confidence does that give you guys?
Through the whole game, we were down the whole game, and, nobody ever lost the confidence that, we keep within the team. And like the ninth inning when we came in, it was either he was going to pitch the whole game and, show us up, or we had to do something about it. And I think that kind of, gave us the drive to, okay, we got to knock him out of the game. We got to get something going. And, it just one guy put it on the next man picked up the next man, so it's just kind of, it's an interesting thing to have within your group, especially since I've been here the last 3 years. I think we got a bunch of dudes that can be dudes for us and will be dudes late game when we need somebody to show up.
To hear our entire conversation with Tanner, including which 90s era celebration he promised to bring back, check out the Flame Central podcast presented by Ortho Virginia. We release a new episode every Monday. Joe, Emily, and I talk all the latest happenings around Flames Nation. We take your questions. There's singing. Listen on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, or you can watch on the Liberty Flames YouTube channel.
The madness of March has come and gone. There's a new national champion, so unfortunately that means college basketball season is officially over. And while it's sad to think about how long we have to wait until next season starts, I do have some exciting news to share. Your Liberty Flames will play in the first college basketball game to begin the 2026-27 season. Just make sure you take a nap on November 2nd, because this one tips off at midnight, Matt Warner. Yes, Liberty and High Point, two of the top mid-major programs in the country, will start off the season in Rock Hill, South Carolina, as a part of the Field of 68 opening day marathon. Both of these teams will look so different, so it'll be a great test to start off the season and build on moving forward.
Well, amidst all the happenings this spring, don't forget, we're also in the middle of spring football. The Flames coaching staff has some new additions this year, and none will play a bigger role than new defensive coordinator Shawn Quinn. So what kind of coach is he? How does he approach his new job? Well, we spent some time with him recently to find out.
Here we go. Good drill right here. Good drill right here.
Just the energy, the mojo, the physicality of it. Just there's a mindset. Having coached on both sides of the ball in my career, defensively, it's fun.
Got him up. Got him up. Don't drop my eyes right there. Keep my head up. Go around the corner. Get to the near hip. Go track it.
As a human being, being part of a group of people and doing something to a common goal, I enjoy that. I enjoy the people aspect of it. I enjoy the relationships, getting to know people, and seeing guys go from point A to point Z, and hopefully having a little bit of help on their journey as they improve as people and as players.
Get a little better today. Get a little better today. Hey, let's have a day today. Okay, you're doing some good stuff.
I think you can win with getting guys to really play above their heads if you know they care about you. As you do it a little while, you understand that part of the process is not only helping them become better players, but better people. And as a coach, you try to interject some humor, some fun.
A lot of swag over here in this group, I can tell you that much.
One of the things I talk about is don't worry about making a mistake. And as coaches, we want guys to go take risks, take chances. And by doing that, it allows them to play a little bit freer.
Another day, you got to stack today, okay? Again, it won't be perfect. That's okay. Let's be good today out there.
When you go out on the field, you'll see it with players, especially when they're new. They'll have a heaviness. They'll feel weighted, afraid to make a mistake. They'll play tentative. And one thing we got to do as coaches, starting with me, is create hey, if you screw up, so be it. But we want to be able to go take some chances and create a confidence within them by just how we coach them and push them.
Good, Cam. Good. Hey, and hey, Micah, you got to go smoke that thing, okay? We got to smoke it right now. That ought to be a TFL.
I think as I've gotten older, I've just gotten more grateful and thankful for the opportunity to get to do something you really love. You have a lot of friends that are in career paths that they're in that they don't necessarily love what they do, and you consider yourself fortunate to get to something you enjoy every day. You always go, man, I wish I had more time. I'm running out of time, where some folks, they can't wait to get out of the building, and I'm looking, hey, can I get 2 more hours here? And so I think that's part of it for me. Obviously, as a Christian, you hope that they know that you love the Lord, but as far as a personal relationship, that what we were trying to do every day was to get the best version of them, and also that we gave them our best. And I told those guys, hey, we're going to go work really hard. We're going to have fun doing it, and we're all going to do this collectively, but you're going to get it from the coaches.
Don't hurt ourselves, right? Pre-snap alignments, get lined up, know what we're doing, and then go execute, okay? Just ask. If you don't know, ask. That's all right. It's going to happen, okay? All right, good.
You can't ask your players to do one thing and then you do another. You got to be bought in just like them. And I hope when they leave here, he said, those were a great 3, 4, 5 years of my life. And they helped me max out, and they maxed out their opportunity while they were here. And don't leave with regrets.
There you go. 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 That was a good rep right there.
All right, let's get you caught up on some softball. Liberty hosting number 16 Duke on Wednesday afternoon. And the Blue Devils' Jessica Oakland did some damage. First inning, Oakland blasts a 2 RBI double. Duke goes in front 2-0. Second inning, Oakland up with the bases loaded, and this one isn't coming back. A grand slam for Oakland, 6 RBIs in the first 2 innings. Now, credit the Liberty bats. They didn't give up. Savannah Jesse, a 2 RBI triple in the third. That scored Carrasquillo and McManus. And it was the first triple of Jesse's entire career. It made it an 8-4 ball game. Then in the fourth, the aforementioned Bryn McManus with an RBI single to cut Duke's lead to just 8-5. But Duke would respond with 4 unanswered runs over the last 3 innings. The Blue Devils dropped the Flames by the final of 12-5. Liberty returns to CUSA play this weekend as they host Western Kentucky.
Let's stay on the diamond, shall we? When the transfer portal became such a big part of college athletics, we wanted to know more about why student athletes chose to transfer to LU, hence the name of this segment, Why Liberty. For second baseman Ella Fox, Liberty was at the top of her list when she entered the portal. And since becoming a Lady Flame, she's grown beyond the diamond.
Hi, my name is Ella Fox, and I play second base, and I transferred from UNC. I did 1 year at UNC, and then I entered the transfer portal, and when I entered the portal, I was like, this was the number 1 place I wanted to go, like, without a doubt in my head. My sister played softball at Tennessee, and they ended up playing a game at Liberty.
And Anna Fox is now on base.
So I came and watched that, and that was like my first time here, and I was like, wow, this place is so nice. The facilities, like even just like the campus, it's beautiful, it's so well kept, it's clean. Like I don't know if it can be much nicer like anywhere. So I was just honestly blown away. Like this stadium is gorgeous and this campus is gorgeous.
3-2 pitch, pulled to right, over the head of Elrod. Watley will score. 2-out RBI double for Ella Fox.
It's a dream to get to play Division I, but also like against the best teams. I remember talking to Coach Daw. I was like, I just love the schedule you guys play. Like, I love how competitive, and Coach Daw always says like she's not afraid to play like the best teams, and it's so fun. Like the teams we're playing are so talented, and it's so fun to get to be challenged. And I think the better teams you play, the better you get. I also love like how invested the coaches are in every single one of us. Like you're learning from coaches who are some of the best players in the game.
Well, when she's only 5 or 10 feet from third, you're going to beat it.
I'm good. Okay.
Yeah.
Every day, like their goal is just for us to get better, and I just feel like every practice is so productive. Like every individual hitting session, like whatever I'm doing, I just think they pour so much into us on the field, but also like off the field. Coach Dot cares so much about like our faith, and she always tells us that who we are in Christ is so much more than who we are in the sport. And so it's nice like that I'm getting better at softball, but also like I know they care about me as a person. Everything here is based on a worldview that's saturated in scripture. So I feel like I can apply it like to education, but also my life. So I think it just gives me freedom, and I just can play and do it the best that I can. And I know if I do my best for the Lord, then that's all that matters.
Tell you what, Ella Fox has been a perfect fit for this Liberty lineup. And right there at the top, what a pickup she has been for Dot Richardson and the crew. All right, Rhett McGibbon's here. You know what that means. Time for Warm, Hot, and Fuego. Top play, top player, top moment over the past week in Liberty athletics. Theme? Do we have a theme?
You know, I was looking around, and I'm trying to get a little bit more selective with themes, to be honest, because sometimes they just revolve around food.
Yeah,
so
they
much.
do. I will say that is a trend.
And it is fun
That's
to talk
fine.
about food.
That's fine.
But anyways, a fun one I thought is that you go into your office. This is a national day, National Name Yourself Day. You take those "Hello, my name is" stickers. You hand them out to your office mates and just go buy a different name for that day.
Wow.
Yes.
That's a thing? Do
Yeah,
people do
that
that?
is a thing,
What
yeah.
name? Have you thought about what name you would do?
I was thinking about it. I have so many middle names. I was like, would I just go with like Hudson, or I shouldn't give out my middle
You have
names.
you have a lot of middle names. You lead the league in middle names.
Yeah, it's true. I don't know. It'd be fun to just Victor or something like that. Talk with an accent. I don't know.
I always like the people that are named after cities.
Okay.
You go like Reno. Something like that. It's a little bit out there.
I have a Houston at my church.
You sound like an outlaw or something like that. I like it.
True. Carry the 6 gun around.
Absolutely.
I'm with you.
Yeah,
all right.
Hey, all right, let's get into whatever. You can worry about that yourself. Let's get into warm. Who's warm this week?
Warm. We go to softball. Bryn McManus, currently on a 5-game multi-hit streak. She's been swinging a hot bat. Also, CUSA Player of the Week. Listen to these numbers. Typically, when you think of a CUSA Player of the Week, you're thinking, okay, they probably hit like 400 or something like that. Bryn hit 714. Oh my goodness. 10 for 14 on the week. 2 doubles. 5 RBI, 2 runs, a 750 OBP, and a 857 slug.
Wow.
You talk to Coach Dodd about her, and you're just like a grinder that wants to get better each and every day. And I remember her freshman campaign. I was like, that girl, she's going to have to bide her time, because you go back a couple years ago, there's some studs in front of her. But she's got power in her bat. You can tell she swings it differently, and that's starting to show through here this season.
And she's just warm this week, right?
I know.
Unbelievable.
Exactly. That's a great call.
And if she's warm, I got to know who's hot.
All right, hot. We've gone track and field here. 2 athletes.
Oh, doubling up.
Breaking records for Liberty. Marcus White, CUSA Field Athlete of the Week in the long jump. There we go. Yep. Liberty record, 25 feet. 10.25 inches. Here's the fun part.
Tell me.
He's 6th nationally,
Whoa.
but in CUSA, he is best of the competition by 20 inches.
Wow.
Usually you see it like, okay, he won by, half an inch or something like 20 inches.
Golly.
Like, it might be time to redshirt for the rest,
of the conference.
For the rest of the conference.
Just sit this one out.
Take a year off and save it for next year.
Yeah.
Then we move on here to the javelin. Isabella Fratura for Liberty, CUSA Women's Freshman of the Week. Broke the LU javelin record in back-to-back competitions. Wow. This is a freshman breaking the Liberty record right off the bat here. 166 feet, 1 inch, and she has just been rolling.
Javelin record on the men's and women's side has gone down this year, so they're throwing it well. All right, finally, in Fuego. Who's in Fuego this week?
I don't typically do this. Sometimes I'll throw in a coach, but this week I'm bringing in a team.
A whole team?
A whole team. I've been praising Ben Blair and all these guys, individuals, but as a collective group, Liberty Baseball has just been rolling here on this 8-game win streak. I want to go over just a couple of the things through this. So they lost a stinker, in my opinion, to UNCG. You're kind of like, oh man, I thought we were getting things going. Why did they lose this game? Then they have a strong series versus FIU. They beat a ranked NC State team, which was a very good win for them. Then they take down Western Kentucky, which a good conference sweep. They knock off Virginia Tech, like we just mentioned. They've had pitching dominance. The bats have warmed up. During this run, they've been getting 7.75 runs scored and only allowing 2.8 runs against.
That'll do it.
That will win you some ball games.
Yeah,
big one this weekend, though.
Yeah, it is. Jacksonville State is they're ranked in some polls. They've been that good, so it will be a huge test. Hopefully, Rhett, next week when we see you again, there's a lot more baseball people on this list. That would be a good sign for the Flames. Rhett, appreciate it as always. Send it back over to Emily.
Great stuff, guys. Before we close today's show, we want to share a powerful act that the women's soccer team took part in on Good Friday, a day that we reflect on Jesus bearing the cross and paying the ultimate sacrifice to die for our sins. The Lady Flames showed their gratitude by reading through the passion story of Jesus' death and resurrection as they carried a cross in groups all the way from their practice fields to the top of Snowflex. Matt, you can just imagine how emotional this experience must have been for the team.
Such an awesome, real, tangible moment and way to remember the Easter story. I love it.
Yeah, once they arrived at the top of the mountain, they participated in a worship service together. This act is just another reason why Liberty University is just so different.
Yeah.
Such a powerful example of training champions for Christ. And Matt, when you looked at this on social media, the response was amazing. I saw one post that was like, I can't wait for my son and daughter to attend this school because of things like this.
Yeah, props to Coach Lang for leading that. All right, hey, we are out of time for this week. As always, libertyflamecentral.com for any stories that you might have missed.
And don't forget, the Flame Central podcast drops a new episode each and every Monday. You got to check it out.
Oh, one last thing. Liberty Football Spring Showcase, April 18th. Put it on the calendar. Be sure to be there. We'll see you out there.
It's a free event, too.
Come on out. All right, hey, we are out of time. Thank you so much for watching. We'll plan on seeing you right back here next week.